Okay.
Blacked out like a phantom. Your phone keeps having a tantrum. You won't work at the party. This is on your national anthem. Fuck gold, I'm platinum. Make bros sipping some magnums. Got girls flocking all over 'cause I'm young, listen, I'm
What's up, guys? We are back. It is now December 26th. You know, honestly, I worked 6 days straight. Took off Christmas Eve, and then obviously Christmas Day. And you know, I mean, it's hard. You know, I made a lot of money. We actually finished up that job. I'll show you some clips from that. Took us about 7 hours. Worked about 22 hours this week, so it's not bad. And, you know, I really see how much stuff you have to do to want to become successful. And an exercise I just did actually about 2 weeks ago with one of my friends, I talked about in the last video. If you want to check that out, I wrote down empty the clip. And like, now that we're getting into the final stretch of 2025, looking into 2026, you know, I'm really talking about what would I do if I emptied the clip. And Brez did this exercise, and it's a very good exercise. I just want to tell you about, you know, if I emptied my clip in 2026, what would that look like? And I broke this down into 4 different sections. I did personal finance, business goals, personal improvement of the body and mind and health, and I also did some sporting and athletic goals. So if I emptied the clip in 2026, this is what would happen. For my current business, Dreamright Services, cross $100,000 revenue as a business before the first day of 2027. I want to get 50 mowing clients consistently, 125 clients on the client list. Right now we're at about 15 because that snow removal, we actually got a lot out of that. I want to monetize the Dreamright channel. For that, my personal finance, I want to max out this year's Roth and next year's Roth IRA, about $7,000, $7,500 in that. I want to get my real estate first down payment on that, get that moving. $20,000 in the bank or a personal investment account, and have my own money I can touch, throw into different plays if I see a possible opportunity there. I want to get my personal brand monetized, so this, and be able to grow to 10,000 followers from my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube, and my Snapchat. I want to feed 50 families Thanksgiving. That is a big goal I have. Me and my business partner, we really want to feed all those people, be able to give out some money back to the community. For the personal improvement, body, mind, and health, I want to get to 170 pounds lean. I'm about 165 right now, so it may not seem like a lot, but I mean, I'm freaking chubby right now, right? Like, so I got to lean down a little bit and then build that back healthier, because I haven't been eating a perfect diet, I won't even lie. And like, I'm not liking the way I look, at least in the face and stomach. I want to get through 15 books throughout the year. Definitely possible. So that's about 30 minutes a day I need to read, 20 to 30. And I still have not finished this. I'm almost done. I got probably about a fifth of the book left. I'll finish that up the next couple days. I want to read my Bible every single day, and I have some people that I'm reading that with now. Journal daily, 3 to 5 minutes. I need to be more thankful and grateful for the life that God has given me, especially with my health too, because I've had very good health. I might be coming down with a sickness now, but it's all good. I want to meditate for 2 to 5 minutes every single day, and I've been doing that with my red light. So I got this red light thing, and it's pretty cool. And then the sporting and athletic goals, I want to get to a 12 handicap as a golfer. I went from 29 to an lowest about 18 this year, so that's not bad. And then I'm going to run my first half marathon, and that's going to be a battle. I'm going to have to start training pretty soon. It is June 7th. So And that is if I empty the clip, and I need to look at this every single day, right? But it's good that I'm starting now, on December 26th, instead of starting this on, January 1st, 2026, when every other person is going to go to the gym for, the first week, and then they're just gone. So, and some people are at that point now where they're like, oh, I'm just going to say and do this every single year, and then they don't even try anymore, and that's the scariest part, is when you don't even start trying anymore, and you just accepted your reality of where you're currently at. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm probably gonna clean up my room, and then hit the gym. Probably get to bed early, get back on some sleep. And I don't have a ton planned this week. I am working quite a bit, but New Year's is coming up, so I'll just walk you up into that day. Let's go. All right, let's hear a cold start. What I was trying to say about Christmas is how, like, we're blessed. Our parents actually make the magic for us with that, right? So our biggest thing is, if someone's going to take away that magic in life, you can't let someone take away the magic of life. Like, if you have a goal, if you have something you want to go for it. Like, don't sit back and waste your life because someone tells you can't do something or it's not real. For example, as a kid, oh, Santa Claus isn't real, la la. And obviously that's true. But as a kid, if that ruins your moment, ruins your life in a sense, then you don't want to be able to take that advice from people, right? So same with thing like, oh, you'll never be a millionaire. Oh, you'll never be successful. You don't want to listen to that shit because, like, when that is constantly going in your head and people are trying to bring you down, your subconscious mind is going to tell you after a certain amount of time that you're not going to be able to make it, and then you're not going to be successful. And then when you start feeding into those thoughts, that is when a lot of people, really lose their potential and lose their life, when they just give up and, turn into a rat, join the rat race for 40 years. Like, I cannot do that. Like, my mind will not let me do that, Honestly, the last 2 days have been not too bad. I hung out with a couple of my friends 2 days ago, cleaned out our cars, and went to someone's house. I should have recorded that. I don't know why I didn't. But yesterday I just worked the whole day. Today I'm working the whole day. So you just went to the gym. Tomorrow I'm going disc golf. And then to Top Golf later that night with a couple of my friends. So I'll record some of that. But right now I'm just going to read before I go to work. Try to finish up this book, and then I'll do a time lapse of that. Yo, so we just got a haircut, and then now we're gonna play some disc golf. Benji, the business partner. Sam,
what's up?
And yeah.
Man, I'm talking about Miami.
All right, I took the L. And right now they're going into a playoff because they tied. So I'll get their shots and show you what happens.
Pole out here. Thank God I'm still here. Thank God. No, I really don't. Had to run my checkup. I got money they'll kill you for. I had to cut your bitch off. She a silly hoe. Trying to settle down. I keep telling her I'm chilling though. Niggas be competing with me. Speaking on me, that's gay. Why you thinking about me? Think about how many racks I can see in a week. Don't get tricked.
For game. Alright, so we're back. It is now New Year's Eve. I finished up this golf, played some top golf with my friends last night, and that was a lot of fun. But now it's like the part of business where, you know, what sucks. Not really though, but I'm gonna just show you what I'm working on. I'm finishing up the Google business page, and then I have some goals, or the biggest lessons I learned from this year, you know, and stuff. So I'm gonna like go over that real quick. My biggest takeaways from 2025. I would recommend you do this exercise. It helps a lot. Jesus needs to be the center of your life and everything. Proverbs 3:6 says, "In all your ways know and acknowledge and recognize him, and he will make your path straight and smooth." And with this, it really just talks about, you know, how God's going to give you every single thing you need when the time is right. And if you follow him, then he will make your path straight, and you don't need to worry about, you know, what you're trying to accomplish. Number 2. Not everyone will be your friend, and I would rather have 5 deeply quality friends over 50 friends who cause drama, backstab you, and give you chaos rather than peace, who I can surround myself with. You cannot expect things to just come your way. Look around at your resources and materials and try to do whatever you can to start developing yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally, and relationship. Imperfect action will beat perfect inaction every single day, 365 days, 24/7. I'm so glad everything I learned this year. I truly believe I have the most momentum going into 2026 rather than any other year in the past, because now I have this business. I'm making these YouTube videos, stacking bread, and really improving my relationships right now. So I know that God has all next year laid out, and I just, you know, hope I make the right decisions. But I'm very excited. And this next year is going to be big. I can feel it in my bones. Alright, we just finished up all the work for this. I'm praying it snows tomorrow, because overnight, if we get a lot of snow, we already have like 10 people now. $30 a pop, just like that, at least, for snow removal. So I mean, you can already see it's decent out there and stuff, but like, we probably need another 1.5 inches, maybe 2, to be able to get this snowblower going. And I mean, could knock out a lot of money tomorrow. Have a good start to the year. Yo, we are back. It's New Year's Day, 2026 with the boys, and we're working 8-hour shifts, 4 to midnight. It's easy work. We're being paid $22 an hour, but this is one of my last shifts. And boys, this is what you have to realize: you don't have to stay in the same job your whole life. You can develop, meditate, and keep developing. Yeah, but this is just what I wanted to speak on. I just wanted to say how, like, you got people getting drunk and fricked up on New Year's Eve, but this morning I woke up 7:30 a.m. I was shoveling driveways, and this is just the stuff you got to do. Like, if you want to be successful, you got to be up doing 99% of what other people, the 1%, won't do, you know? So, like, obviously, I'm running on 6 hours of sleep, but we're still working 8 hours, and we're all developing, having a great time with the boys. You know what I'm saying? This one I'm just saying, like, this is some people's lives. 40 hours a week for 40 years. All you're doing is this. Okay, boss, let's go lunch. Okay, boss, I can have the day off. Okay, boss. And you're a good boy to these employers. It's like, you got to be able to break out and get out as soon as you can. Say, like, all bosses aren't bad, because my boss, her name, I'm not going to say her name, but she's literally an angel. She's probably the nicest, one of the nicest person I've ever met. I talked to her about stuff that is going on in my life. But I mean, just bless her soul. I am going to miss her here, but it's just, you know, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. But that's someone you got to keep in your life, is the good people who inspire you, motivate you. And she makes it a great workplace.